Thank you, Congressman Dunn. I appreciate your taking this initiative to bring folks together to discuss, unfortunately, the need to address the disasters across America. Representing one of the most rural districts in America, we have a lot of natural resources, among them a lot of rivers, a lot of miles of river in Nebraska. And not so long ago, the conditions were such that the rivers flooded in the central and eastern part of Nebraska, and in the west, a blizzard hit with the bomb cyclone and created massive damage. The chunks of ice flowing down rivers actually took out a dam, probably the first dam to break due to ice flows and the chunks of ice. It's been tragic. There's been loss of human life, certainly the loss of livestock. Initial estimates are estimating about $400 million in infrastructure damage and another roughly $1 billion in damage to crops and livestock. I certainly appreciate the fact that President Trump moved quickly upon Governor Ricketts' request for the disaster declaration. We are working together among the Nebraska delegation, both senators, all three House members, to make sure that we articulate the needs of not only Nebraskans, but when you remove agriculture products, like is the case, ultimately consumers will likely be impacted. And this is something we should always keep in mind, because certainly everyone needs to eat, and when we lose the channels of supply of agriculture products, that is bound to increase the cost of food. And when you look at the storm, the bomb cyclone that hit, it probably couldn't have happened at a worse time of year, right in the middle of calving season. And so it's a devastating condition here. I do appreciate the fact that so many producers, I talked to one today, instead of a 30-minute commute for a drive to work, they have to go 95 miles one way to work because the bridge is out. And when one bridge is out in rural Nebraska, that it takes a few miles to make up for that. And but I think we are resilient, and ag operators are resilient, so they're looking up. But we are concerned that here in the next few weeks, in fact, there's another storm forecasted for later this week, where folks are bracing for perhaps even more damage, but hopefully we can get through this. So again, I appreciate this opportunity to share what the needs are in Nebraska, and I will be introducing legislation to extend a number of tax provisions often provided to disaster areas to cover this year's disasters. And so I hope we can offer that support to disasters from last year as well, since we are discussing this evening multiple disasters from last year and this year. So again, I appreciate this opportunity. I yield back.